What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. This is Jordan Smith with iProv, VP of Sales and Marketing. And as always, I've got my very talented and outspoken, super smart co-host, Patrick Laughlin, with me. What's up, Pat?
What's up, Joe? You got to stop introducing me like that. You're going to give me a bigger head than I deserve.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, you can't see how big Pat's head is in real life. Patrick's like 6'5" with a giant dome. How big is your head? Do you have like extra large size hats?
No, man, it's a normal size. It's a normal, and I'm not 6'5" either. But I appreciate you adding a couple inches.
Hey, we want to talk about something today, which is the topic of this one is love them on the way out. And
yeah,
I feel like that.
This one's a little bittersweet, Joe.
Yeah, I know. This one is a topic for us specifically, but we wanted to talk about this because I know this is something as a leader that I always struggle with, and listen, to all the business owners or managers out there, I know that sometimes it's got to feel really personal when an individual leaves, and that's the first hurdle that I always do, which is, oh, well, how come they're leaving me? But I know that we can't think about it like that, and we also can't let resentment or some of those negative feelings bubble up. So Pat, talk a little bit about this. I know you've had a lot of experience with this, but talk about what we mean when we say love them on the way out as much as on the way in.
Well, I mean, for us, we've got a couple folks that are moving on to bigger and better things, and quite honestly, it scares me as a leader to go, oh crap, how am I going to get the work done? Who's going to fill their shoes? I'm going to have to go find somebody that's as good, that gets it, train them up. I mean, at one hand, it's a lot of work, but on the other hand, it's really exciting because if we've done our job right, they're going to go on and do something fantastic with the lessons that we were able to teach them, and with the skills that they picked up working for us. And ultimately, that's what you want. You want to leave behind a legacy of building people that become their best self, right?
Yep.
That's the legacy every leader wants for themselves. So, it's really hard not to sort of feel resentful and go, what did I do wrong? Why do they want to leave me? But the truth is, they're always going to leave you. Almost always. The day you hire somebody, there's a clock on them, and you love them and you train them and you teach them and you get them to be the best that they can be, so that when it's time, they either move up in your company or they move out to something better for them. And the truth is, love them when they start, love them when they leave. Because you never know, you may be working for them someday too.
God willing. I'd also say, I know that I've seen and worked for some organizations too, that whenever somebody does put in their notice, it's all right, well, let's get them out of here as quietly as possible. One of the things that we always do, that I know I like a lot, and I think our employees like a lot too, is, celebrate the time that person was here, right? You don't have to, spend a whole week kind of recapping their career at your organization, but do spend some time thanking them and letting everybody else in the group know how appreciative you are that they chose, because that they chose to spend whatever amount of time with you that they chose to spend with you. And it's important to amplify that, because God willing, they've also made some, even if they're incremental, some changes to your organization for the better. And I always say that you're right, Pat, whenever somebody comes in, they've got a clock on them. But the same way that you would pay attention to how important onboarding is, and making sure that they're bought into the culture and getting them adjusted to the team, do some of the same stuff on the way out. Celebrate that person's time here, right? It's not an in memoriam. It's a this person is leaving because we were able to help them. People are going to grow inside our walls and outside our walls. So celebrate that time that they were there.
Yeah, I think a lot of business owners are scared to do that because they feel like if they do, They're just encouraging other people in the organization to sort of make the same leap. And I would tell you, if that's a legitimate fear, then you probably don't deserve the employees that you have. You're not working hard enough on your culture. Employees leave when there is a bigger, better opportunity for them. And if it's not something that you can create, don't wish them anything less than what's best for them. Prepare them for the big stage. It will pay dividends in the long run. And what you'll usually find is that somebody else on the team is sitting, waiting in the wings, ready to take their place in the spotlight anyway. So,
or better yet, if you do a good enough job at it, you see what we've been privileged enough to see, which is people on the way out handing us a list full of phone numbers, names of their personal friends, people that they've worked with before, that said, guys, you gotta call them. So I know a lot of people look for referrals from current employees, but man, if you get to the point where you're getting referrals from people that are on the way out the door, I mean, that's something right there.
Sign of a strong culture right there. Yeah.
Love them on the way out just as much as you do on the way in, no matter how much it hurts and no matter how scared that makes you as a business owner. Know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that offboarding them and seeing them grow outside your walls is just as important as fostering that growth inside it.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Joe.
All right. Well, on that note, like, subscribe, comment, give us suggestions. One thing that I'd like to see is, how do you guys offboard people? Is there anything special that you do for your employees on the way out? Do you throw them a goodbye party? Do you buy them a pack of beer? Do you? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys do whenever somebody decides to move on from your organization and do it the right way. Until next time, peace, peeps.